Live drum and bass.
Live electronic.
Freeform, modern take on jazz.
All those beautiful world influences.
Trancey, the trip hop, the sort of electronic, the drum and bass.
Making organic drums sound like electric drums.
Very live.
Live electro dance.
With organic madness.
It's everything. There is no particular style.
All put together in a cohesive tribal jam.
And I'm the keyboardist. I also sort of play percussion and stuff like that. So my style on the keyboard is very rhythmical. Also, I write and compose a percentage of the music and perform in the live show.
My name is Ben Walsh. I'm the drummer. I actually started the Bird off, believe it or not, with a few other members.
And then things changed around as bands do, and it ended up just with Ben and I.
We'd have rehearsals and it'd just be him and I that would show up to the rehearsals, and after a while we kind of got jack of it. We said, like, let's just you and I be the Bird.
Keep pursuing what we're doing in the form of band, but just do it with the two of us. See if we can make it work, but really completely live.
And thinking, what can we do amongst electronic music? Where can we fit in? And
people came to the shows and were really into it, and we're going, like, we've got something here. So we kind of pursued it from there, and then this is where we are now.
Because the Bird, is a nucleus of the group is two people, potentially there is room to let other people come in and kind of add other layers over the top.
You can't stop great players jumping up, and we're just like, oh, we're at a gig, we'll see some musician in the audience, and they'll be like, oh, can I jump up? And we'll be like, sure. So they jump up on stage, and it was happening anyway. So the collective was happening naturally. People like Bobby were around, and how can you say no to someone like Bobby or someone like Barry, or great musicians.
I met Ben and Simon a long time ago through another friend. We ended up rehearsing for about an hour, but talking for about 6 hours outside in the car park.
I always used to see the Bird and I always used to think, man, for some tracks I really need a bass player.
I had a studio in Newtown, Sydney, and they had a studio next door to my studio, and my friend introduced me to them as, this is Kirsten, she's a VJ, and they're like, oh cool, we need a VJ, and I'm like, okay, and so we just started working together.
When the bass kicks in, I want some noise in the place, yes, do you feel the rhythm, do you feel the vibe, here we go, keep the dance floor alive, bring it.
I was there and Ben was like, you got gigs, come and have a jam, yeah, okay.
In the past it's just been get up on stage and jam, and now it's actually getting more of like, okay, let's sort of focus on some ideas.
So we've kind of learnt the best ways to at least have a bit of a game plan and a talk before we go on.
We occasionally like to write a new couple of tunes per gig, or get an idea, like jam out a couple of tunes.
Sometimes they've got new tracks, they send it up on CD and say, oh, you know, we're doing this sort of thing, can you get some sounds for this sort of jam?
Listening to the CDs and getting a feel and then creating a whole load of video clips.
Dance music's all about new boundaries and new sounds and new grooves and beats and experiences. Simon and I have kind of developed a telepathy now. It's insane. Like, I'll be about to say to Simon, why don't we change it to this? And I'll look over at Simon and he's already changed into something. And he's looking at me going, why don't we do this? And I'm like, oh, it's amazing. I don't know how we've developed it.
There's a very staunch bird following that are always there every time.
They dance to the drum and bass, they dance to the slow dub, they get into the whole atmospherics of it, but then they get into the energy of it, they get into the tribal drumming of it, so it's like cross-genre audience or something, yeah.
The dance floor is always pumping, almost everybody always dances.
Even old people appreciate it because they can actually see the musicianship that goes in.
Sure, they might not dance, but they really enjoy the music. They really love the interaction of us all on stage live.
You get people there that are just purely into electronic music or DJs, but they're just kind of really intrigued by this kind of live version of it.
Tonight, I asked my dad to come and jump up. Did a bit of rehearsing with him, and whenever you play with a new member that isn't or hasn't played with us before, you know, it's kind of hard. You've got to meet musically, and even with your dad, you got to do that, you know.
Respect to the Paps.
When you improvise, you get to a point, you look at the audience, how many people they are, who they are, and at that feeling, at that time, you make something happen that's really special.
Personally, as a musician, you want to feel like you've played well and you've had a good time, and also that everyone else in the room has, you hope, has had a good time.
I want to play the best drums that I can possibly give. I want any person that's come see the bird to see the best that I can give personally.
For some people, like, music can be about the ego and this kind of thing, but for me it's really just a pure love of music and a love of grooves and dance grooves and percussive, you know, dance music.
Oh yes. I think the world should just slow down a bit. I think the world should just chill out a bit. I think the world is going too crazy now. I think the world should just slow down anyhow. Bring it home. This feeling like decent vocal stuff, yeah? Although this groove is to introduction, coming live and direct with a vocal pump, rocking high on mic. If you like, come on, we do it without the bass line. We're coming natural, the styles of Jamaica, and the rhythm and the vibe of the Africa. We're mixing it up with the spices of India. Well, it's a new sound coming down from Australia. With the bird fly high and it's not looking along with your mind in the rhythm and the beat. On time with your and your groove, Pursehouse, so sweet, brought us in, what a bass like,